Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and look what we have here. Turns out, look at all these people that are going to be on stage. Brad Garlinghouse is going to be on stage at XRP Las Vegas. Go to xrplasvegas.com. But you're also going to have Cody Carbone, Honorable Chris Giancarlo, Simon McLaughlin, from CEO of Uphold, Kevin Maloney, CEO of iTrustCapital, and there's a lot more coming. And my understanding is that Dr. Chris Brummer, who runs from Georgetown Law, who runs DC FinTech Week, will be giving the fireside chat with Brad Garlinghouse on stage. How about them apples? And the record from last year for XRP Las Vegas has already been shattered. So if you're thinking about getting tickets, you better hurry up, because those rooms only fit so many people. So it's going to be at the MGM. I think you can still get discounted tickets, but probably not much longer. And you can get discounted rooms at the MGM Grand as well. And there he is with everybody that's coming. Speakers at XRP Las Vegas. Go to xrplasvegas.com. Links in the top of the description. Look what we have here. XRP, after the pullback yesterday, stood right back up and went basically right back to the same place where it had been. And today is going to be a monster day, folks. But first, we're going to divide today's show in two segments. First, we're going to talk about the Bitcoin children. And I want to remind everybody what I've always wanted, what Ripple's always wanted, what Brad Garlinghouse has always wanted, what everybody except for the Bitcoin Maxis have always wanted is a level playing field. We want all digital assets to do well, including Bitcoin and Ethereum. We want them all to do well on a level playing field. A good old American competition, although some of them aren't born out of America. But good old-fashioned level playing field, which is competition, which is what America is all about. They don't want that. That's why the child, Jack Mallers, is out here running his mouth once again. There are consequences to giving all the kids a trophy. Jack Mallers is the result. And I did this little meme for them. It's nap time, Bitcoin Maxis. Clean your toys up, to Jack Mallers. And why? The other thing is, this is the Wolf of all streets. This is when he's the one. His tweet is what got all the Bitcoin Maxis up stirred. And they're trying. The only reason I keep talking about this is because they're trying to control the narrative, and they're trying to create a lie. And the lie is they're trying to make it look like Ripple is trying to undermine the Bitcoin strategic reserve. That's not what Ripple's doing at all. And Brad Garlinghouse tweeted about it. I'll show you that in a second. All Ripple's saying is, look, if you're going to have a strategic reserve, you need to have a basket of digital assets. They're not saying just put XRP in it. They're not saying don't put Bitcoin in it. They're saying you need to create a basket of digital assets, which any adult, that makes sense. Only to the ideologic weirdos in the Bitcoin Maxi crowd is it got to be just Bitcoin. Well, so this is what started it all, and then Jack Mallers started making the videos, and I told him, I have reliable sources that say the adults have entered the White House. The Bitcoin monopoly will be left in fantasy land. And here, this is what Jack Mallers said yesterday. In fact, I'll put you, and I said I'm starting to feel sorry for this kid, but Jungle Inc. can put this out.
This is a hill I'm willing to die on.
That's not good for you, kid.
And so we're going to war. You come at the king, you best not miss. You best not miss. And so here we go.
They thought that the lawsuit would take care of Ripple. They thought wrong. And remember how I've told you for years that it's the Bitcoin Wall Street machine is coordinated, and they all coordinate their language. They coordinate everything. Remember when Mark Yusko said the same thing? So this is Jack Mallers, and then you'll see Mark Yusko, who's also a Bitcoin Maxi.
This is a hill I'm willing to die on. And so we're going to war. You know, you come at the king, you best not miss. You best not miss.
Big talk out of the kid.
And so here we go.
I agree with you that the lawsuit doesn't help because people don't like lawsuits and they don't like regulators poking around. But here's the thing. We're in the then they fight you stage. And it's going to get worse before it gets better. And if you come at the king, you better not miss. And I think that's a little bit what's happened with XRP here.
So, and then they're already, remember how Tim Draper said that they plant the stories, they get the government to come after you? Well, they're trying in their last desperation to plant stories, bad stories about XRP. The worst crypto project, XRP versus Bitcoin, sparks fierce debate over centralization and ideology. Now, they write that like it's going to be a fair article, both sides, but then if you look closer, Becca Bratcher is a Bitcoin freelance writer, so you know how the story goes in there. This is the same thing Laura Shin did back in 2018 once XRP started to head for the top where it belongs as king of coin market cap. She did the same type of hit piece, and then she spent the next 7 years talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Ethereum. That's not a coincidence. Now, we're going to leave, we're not in this part of the show, we're going to now leave Pee-wee's Playhouse and start talking about what the adults in the room are doing while Jack Mallers pitches his temper tantrum, he and friends. Today is going to be a massive day for XRP, folks. XRP Community Day 2025, a global celebration of innovation and momentum. You're going to go to @RippleXDev, and they're going to be doing a live spaces there, and you're going to be able to watch it, record things, and all of that. At 10 o'clock, which is coming up here shortly, 10 a.m. Eastern time, Brad Garlinghouse will be on stage, hosted by XRPL Commons. Then you're going to have, after him, let's see, you're going to have Ripple Dev Advocate. Hold on a second, I'm trying to think. You're going to have Ripple Dev Advocate Community Moderator. Then you're going to have Archx Sonix Open Eden with Marcus Infanger. Then you're going to have Kristen Chan, Ripple Head of Developer Growth. Then you're going to have Stuart Alderati, Regulatory Landscape. Innovation Spotlight is next. Tokenization, different things like that. Cross-chain innovation programmability with David Schwartz, I think. And then Monica Long comes on after that, I believe. The cool guy, the official cool guy of the Digital Asset Investor channel says, does Brad announce that the lawsuit is over during XRP Community Day today? Oh boy, wouldn't that be something? So here's what Brad Garlinghouse had to say after watching a full weekend of Bitcoin Maxi rage. Some thoughts. Now, you tell me, folks, if all the crypto people are sitting in front of Trump, who is a total adult, if all of them are sitting in front of Trump, what sounds more reasonable to you? Okay, we've got to compete on the world stage in the crypto and AI industries. What sounds more, and remember when Mark Andreessen said he met with the Biden administration and that they said they were going to get four companies to basically control AI so the government could control it and don't even try doing startups. Remember that? That was how creepy what was going on was. And now we're going to have tons of AI startups because of Trump. It's not going to be just a handful of companies so that the government can control it. So do you think that as an adult in the White House, do you think Trump is going to sit there and listen to all these Bitcoin Maxi weirdos talk about, no, it's got to just be Bitcoin in the basket? You know, same guy that just issued Trump coin. That is laughable. And it's silly, and it's going to make Jack Mallers look like a real idiot in the end on this thing. But here's what the adults are saying, and this is the real position of Ripple. Some thoughts on maximalism. Let me say this as clearly as I can. The crypto industry has a real shot here and now to achieve the many goals we have in common if we work together instead of tearing each other down. This is not and never will be a zero-sum game. I own Bitcoin, XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, among a handful of others. We live in a multi-chain world, and I have advocated for a level playing field instead of one token versus another. If a government digital asset reserve is created, I believe it should be representative of the industry, not just one token, whether it be Bitcoin, XRP, or anything else. Maximalism remains the enemy of crypto progress, and I am very glad to see fewer and fewer folks ascribe to this outdated and misinformed thinking. Bingo. Even Cointelegraph and them and CoinDesk are reporting this accurately, what Ripple's position actually is, which is a credit to them. Because that tells me that they know that this ship has sailed, no pun intended. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse says the crypto industry should work together to achieve many common goals instead of tearing each other down. He also believes that if government and digital asset is created, it should be representative of the industry instead of just one token. CoinDesk covered it too. Brad Garlinghouse calls for diversified U.S. digital assets reserve that includes several tokens, not just XRP or Bitcoin. Who can argue with that, folks? Nobody. And then here's Brad Garlinghouse. Congrats to newly confirmed Treasury. Again, this is what the adults are talking about. Congrats to the newly confirmed Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent. He'll be an incredible leader for Americans. I'm confident he'll enact common sense economic policies, working with the administration and Congress to grow U.S. tech and crypto innovation. Now, we've got so much more to talk about in DAIXRP.com. Let me tell you what, folks. Today is going to be the day of days.